What's going on, YouTube? This is Ricky J. Welcome to the 2004 Royal Rumble. And I gotta apologize, man. It's been, like 11 days since I posted the previous episode. I've been having way too much fun with WWE 2K24. And now we're hitting a crossroads where, there's not a lot in the creation zone in 2K24 that I had to actually go back to 2K23 to make this video. I want to tell you guys something from the get-go, that this was a tough one for me to make because I do not stand by Chris Benoit's actions, obviously. His acts of violence against his family was inexcusable, and I stand firmly against his behavior. As a family guy, man, family first, and I extend my sympathy to the victims of what he did. I'm not going to get into it, and we must condemn such actions, man, and prioritize support for mental health to prevent similar tragedies that occurred to happen again. So I just want to get that out there. And now let's get into the action right here, right now. 2004 Rumble took place in Philadelphia. And I got to say, man, the crowd was absolutely into it from bell to bell. Philly is a crazy town, man. A long time ago, I went to see the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Flyers. And I'm telling you, that was a scary sight. I don't think I'll ever go to another visiting arena after visiting Detroit, Michigan to watch the Raptors and the Pistons, but then to see the Leafs against the Flyers in Philly. Wow, they made it known that you can come into their city and support the visiting team. So this crowd was going bonkers, man, and I'm glad they did, because that's what made this Rumble very entertaining. As we got, that ain't Nick Lachey. It's Randy Orton. A young Randy Orton coming in here. So let's see what happens in this one. If you're wondering about this series, okay, this series is going to feature all the Rumbles from the past. Once we get to 30, okay, we're going to do a Champions Rumble where we are going to put the winners of the Rumbles that we simulate on this channel into one finale. I cannot wait. So let's see what happens right here. You got Benoit and Orton, and man, they went back and forth. They were in the ring together for quite some time in this Rumble. And Randy Orton looking to get an early, oh, it doesn't get the early exit there. Now coming in here, you got Mark Henry. So Mark Henry didn't really last very long when he was in this Rumble. I want to tell you too, Orton was in this one for 33 minutes. Benoit was in for an hour. Benoit went all the way, man. First entry all the way to the end. He had 6 eliminations, and Randy Orton had 5. So let's see what happens here. I think only one video in this series that we had the winner in the actual Rumble repeat. So let's see what happens. Who's coming in now? It's Tajiri. Tajiri coming in at 4. So Tajiri, he's really good with his mixed martial arts, his kicks, his athleticism, as he's going after Benoit right here. Mark Henry. Wow, he's kind of going after that young Randy Orton. Now he decides to walk away from him. Oh, nice right hand and a chop and a boot and a DDT. That was a nice little 4-piece combo there by Randy Orton. And now who's coming in? It's Bradshaw. So Bradshaw, he only lasted 38 seconds. So let's see how the big guy is gonna do here. Coming in, going after Benoit. Benoit with a boot to the midsection. And now Bradshaw, unsure what to do. So this is WWE 2K23. And I gotta tell you, 2K24, I feel like the game has totally come to life. It's so much fun to play. When I played 2K22, it was amazing. What a game that was. 2K23, I didn't feel like it was much of a jump. Here comes Rhino. I felt like I was playing the same game. Oh, Tajiri's done. And now with 2K24, the game is just way too fun, man. I don't know, like the fine details that they added to it makes the game not so robotic, and it feels like it's just, I don't know, just so much more fun to play. I love the fine details that they have. Like, I love the feedback on reversals, the rumbles, the camera angles, the gauntlet matches. Yeah, I can go on. Matt Hardy, My Rise is amazing. I'm doing a series on that. Here's Matt Hardy at 7. So we are yet to see an elimination. The one thing I don't like about 2K24 is how they didn't just do an unlimited amount of guys inside the ring. So in a Rumble, it still stands that 8 is the maximum. There goes Orton. An early exit. Like, I wish they would figure out a way to just allow as many wrestlers in the ring. I know it's like a performance issue. I don't know, maybe lower the resolution a bit on a Rumble to allow as many guys in. Here comes Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. But that's the one thing that just boggles my mind. I would say, though, if it's a PC game, oh, nice job there by Benoit, let it be unlimited. And it should be based on your PC's performance, you know, your specs of your PC. Or I wonder if there's any modders out there. Here's one. Any modders out there that can break that 8 cap of wrestlers in there. That would be amazing, man. It'd be so cool. Here comes Matt Morgan at number 9. I'm actually going to go look into that. And if that's the case, if somebody could break that 8 count. Look how big this guy is. Holy smokes. I will purchase it for the PC. Man, I bought this game. I'm Canadian. It cost me $199 with the WrestleMania edition of this, but I will purchase it for PC and do Rumbles with no limitations on the amount of people inside the ring. I'm going to go do some research and see. But anyway, let's get back to the action. The Hurricane at 10. So the Hurricane, man, they give no love to the Hurricane. He only lasted 19 seconds in the actual 04 Rumble. And now he's getting picked up. Oh, nice reversal. There we go. Good reversal by the Hurricane. How crazy would that be if the Hurricane can pull something off here? Oh, there goes Benoit. Rhino. And I have a lot of buddies that are really into wrestling, and all of them just love Rhino. What was it about Rhino that made people just love him so much, man? He was a great character, a solid wrestler. I feel like they could have done more with Rhino. And how about this? Rhino. Oh, it was Mark Henry that saved the Hurricane. And if you believe in superheroes, brother, the Hurricane may pull off a superhero performance. I'm telling you, I will lose my mind if the Hurricane can pull things off. I don't know what his stats are in this game. He's got to be in the 70s. Got to be in the 70s, and that's being kind. Maybe in the high 60s? That would be great. A long time ago, I did a Rumble of the worst wrestlers and the best wrestlers, like 100 overalls and 30 overalls. Here comes Booker T, and a 30 overall ended up winning the Rumble. So in this one, in this type of match, you definitely have to have some skill, but sometimes you can get lucky and pull off a victory like that with a lower tier wrestler. But you got to be at the right place at the right time, and you got to come in late too and hope that the bounces go your way. Look at Bradshaw. I love the mullet that he has going on in this video. Business in the front, party in the back. Way too fun. As Mark Henry. Mark Henry's looking solid here. World's strongest man. Turning Bradshaw into a pancake. And then speaking of pancake, Hurricane getting pancake there with that seated power bomb. But the Hurricane just walks away like nothing happened. Oh, that move right there must tweak the knee, man. It looks like that hurts. Pure pain. But anyhow, back to the action. Could Big Papa Pump? I always wonder about guys like, oh, what a job by Mark Henry. Guys like Big Papa Pump and Lex Luger, when they get so big, Mark Coleman as well. What's the is it Mark Coleman? You know, the big the weightlifter Coleman. But those guys that get so big and then so in the good stuff, if you know what I mean. Later on in life, they fall apart. I wonder how Scott Steiner's doing. Do you guys know? Let me know in the comments. But is he still okay? Is he still working out? Is he still walking around? It definitely takes a toll on your body, that's for sure. But right here, you got Matt Morgan, the big guy. He is just towering over everybody. Let's see if he could pull off a victory like no other. Time will tell, but he's in a stunned state. Same with Mark Henry. Mark Henry's peeking over, saying, I'm okay to rest at this stage. And Bradshaw with another elimination. As here comes Kane. Bald Kane rolling in. No mask, but he's up for the task. Here we go. Henry now. Booker T. Oh, wow. What a transition there by Booker T. From the chop to the clothesline elimination. And Bradshaw at the wrong place at the wrong time, brother. And if only he avoided that situation, I feel like he would have gotten more eliminations. Bradshaw was on fire before that. But he is done. And how about this? Bradshaw cannot accept defeat. He was standing there for a little bit saying, how is this possible? How is this happening? But it happened, brother. You got to move on. Take that slow walk back. As now, wow, Hurricane showing the fight. Showing that fight, man. And now he's on the receiving end of a couple of body shots, but shakes it off like Taylor Swift. Here we go. Now he's going after Henry. There's no way he's going to do it. There's just no way. Here comes Spike Dudley. And Spike Dudley, he looks like he's the third member of Wayne's World. Look at him. Hey, he doesn't have the shades on. He doesn't have the glasses on. But Spike Dudley, man, he always reminds me of Wayne's World. Wow, there goes the Hurricane. Oh, big clothesline. So the Hurricane lasted longer than the actual Rumble in 04, but he still does not go deep into this highly contested matchup. Here comes Rikishi at 14. Now, typically, well, before this one, Rikishi would last like very long. Look at him, he's using that big booty right away. Oh, and decides not to pursue Booker T because Morgan was in the way. But in this one, he didn't really last long. I think he lasted just under 4 minutes, which is a shame because the fans love Rikishi. He can move for his size, and the fans were highly invested into him. So kind of surprising that he got eliminated. Now look at that belly to belly on Henry, and now he's running away from Kane. Kane slows him down, but he gives him a knee to the midsection. Kane with the block, but then now with an elbow. Here comes Rene Dupree. So let's see how Dupree does here as we are already midway through this Rumble. Can you believe it? Time just flies by, man, when I'm making these Rumbles. I want to thank you guys so much for being here, man. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more action. I love taking the lighter side of video games, but also taking you down memory lane and bringing you back to the glory days, 80s and 90s, early 2000s in sports. And man, can't wait to give you guys more stuff here on this channel as Rhino to the corner. Henry slowing down Dupree and then giving him a clothesline, a tombstone. How could Kane do that to Dudley? And Dudley's left there motionless in the ring. Holy smokes. Let's see. Oh. Wow, he's still not moving. He is still not moving. He's finally getting up. He's getting up. Where's he going to go? He doesn't know where he is, though. Seems a little stunned, and now he's deciding to go after Booker T. And how about Morgan? Morgan. Oh! What a job by Kane, avoiding that big boot. And giving a wedgie to Morgan right in the Hulkamaniacs. As Rikishi's done. And Morgan seems to be recovered here. Wow. He was getting the treatment right into the Hulkamaniacs there. And man, I can't believe that he just kind of dodged that whole situation and continued fighting on. And now he's got to deal with Booker T. If there's anybody that's going to do it in this ring right now, it's got to be Booker. As he puts Morgan into a stunned state. Morgan's got nothing left. Dudley's still firing away. But Dudley outsized here. Oh. And now Rhino and Booker T battling it out. Dupree. Oh, man, he dropped his contacts because that was a terrible clothesline attempt. He was clotheslining air there. Just was putting himself in a bad situation by trying to go for that where him and his opponent was way too far away, man. But how about this? Kane almost had Booker T, but that was stopped. Here comes the A-Train at 16. And I want to tell you, at 21, Test was supposed to come in. But he got like beat up in the back. Who beat him up? Let me test your knowledge a little bit. But then as a substitute, Mick Foley came in and went after, man, he went after Randy Orton and then eliminated himself as he was eliminating Orton. So a lot of some drama in this one. But right now you got Henry. Oh, on the receiving end of a neck breaker is Dupree. Now going for a chop on A-Train, and oh no, it looks like it's about, oh, I knew it. It's a matter of time. Spike Dudley getting speared on out of there. And let's be honest, he never really stood a chance in here, especially with all this muscle in the ring, all this size. And he was the smallest competitor in this Rumble, that's for sure, but still a long ways to go here as these guys lying on the mat, trying to find a way to get up, trying to find a way to get their hand raised at the end of this, but it's going to be tough now as Morgan is, let me know, is that the correct height of Morgan? Love to hear it, man. Here we go, the countdown starting. Who could possibly be coming in? Let's see, one. Shelton Benjamin. Super athletic guy. He is extremely athletic. And now is he going to go after Rhino? Decides to go after Booker T. Booker T sliding off the back. But then Mark Henry's... Wow. Oh, who got eliminated? Who just got eliminated? Rhino. Rhino's done. And now Benjamin showing a lot of hop, a lot of energy. But getting slowed down by Dupree. Dupree reminds me of, who was the boxer from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? Oh, what was his name? Don Flamingo? Remember? I got to go back and play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I made a video a couple years ago where I faced Mike Tyson. Sorry I'm going off on tangents here, but I got to tell you, I faced Mike Tyson and I won for the first time. I was trying my whole entire childhood, and I won via decision. Oh, there goes Benjamin, an early exit. And it was one of my most fun videos to make because I didn't think that you could actually beat him by decision, and I did, man. Never done it since. And how about this? Dupree is done. Kane eliminated him. And that's not Ernest Goes to Camp. That's Ernest Miller. Remember back in the 80s, for all you 80s kids, it was always like Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest this, Ernest that. How many Ernest videos did they have? But those videos were fun, man. I loved Ernest. I wonder if that actor is still doing well, man. Let me know in the comments. A lot of questions. But we got Ernest Miller. Let's see if Ernest could save this Rumble and win it. Ernest trying to find somebody to lock horns with. As the countdown's coming in. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kurt Angle at 19. Here comes You Suck. Oh, there goes Henry. Here we go, Kurt Angle. So Kurt Angle, he was in like the final 3 of this Rumble, wasn't he? Oh, Big Show was there, Benoit. Jericho made it far too. He was deep into this Rumble as well. Chris Jericho, well, he only lasted 15 minutes. It seemed like he was in there for a lot longer. Kurt Angle was in there for half an hour in the actual Rumble. Here comes Rico. Rico rolling in at number 20. That ain't Elvis. That's Rico. Look at those burns. Oh, he took that wet grease off of his head and splashed it down on Morgan. And now he's going after Kurt Angle with the kicks to the body. He's trying to take on everybody. And A-Train. Oh, A-Train. He was going to try to eliminate Miller there. Does not get it because big man Morgan was there. Here comes Mick Foley. So this is when Mick Foley came roaring in. And the fans just loved it when Mick Foley came in. He is ready. Oh no. Oh, sweet chin music. Wow, Kurt Angle showing that fight to stay alive. It looked like he was going to be done. Speaking of done, there goes Booker T as Kane getting so many eliminations. I want to know in WWE 2K24, I doubt this is something that's available in the game, but if they log the stats in Rumbles to show you how long a guy lasted and how many eliminations they had, who eliminated them. Back in the day for SNES's Royal Rumble, they had those stats. It's so sad that we're in 2024 and those little fine details aren't in wrestling games, you know? Or at least in the 2K wrestling games. They got to add that, man. Just at the end of it, show us the stats. Let's look at Mick Foley. Oh, Mick Foley was a late entry into this Rumble. And he just got stunned there with another tombstone. It's very interesting that Kane adopted the tombstone. Like The Undertaker, I wonder what kind of discussions went through in accepting Kane to adopt that same finisher. I guess because they're brothers, you know, quote unquote. Here comes Christian. Christian at 22. Oh, Rico's done. So Christian rolling in at 22. And come on, let's see, fellow Canadian boy. Is he going to get Mick Foley out of there? Oh. And Mick Foley, man. Him taking a beating outside the ring after he got eliminated was hard to watch, man. That guy could take a beating. He could take a fall. So here we go. Nunzio. Oh, Mick Foley's done. I feel like Kane. Kane is on fire, man. This is Kane's Rumble. He's got to stick to the smaller competitors as Nunzio. Already feeling the wrath of this Rumble. How about this? Nunzio getting in between Christian and Kane. Nobody could land any strikes. And now Nunzio going with some punches. Oh, look at that double elimination. Christian and Angle eliminating the big guy Morgan. As now the clock's still ticking. And these competitors going back and forth. That was a nice kick there. And now Christian gets another elimination. Here comes the Big Show. And I got to tell you, man, on a side note, I downloaded like 5 different Big Shows. Because it's like, oh, what a job by Kane. Look at all these quick eliminations Nunzio's done. But yeah, I wanted to get the right Big Show. It was the Big Show, not the long hair Big Show, not the bald Big Show. It was the short hair Big Show. And it had to be the right kind of Big Show. That's a lot of Big Shows in one line, but or in 5 seconds. But I felt like we got the right one here. But what a series of eliminations. And Angle's got to deal with 2 towering figures here. Here comes Jericho at 25. Oh, he's going to... Oh, Angle's lost his mind. He tried to choke slam Kane. But now Jericho. Welcome to the Rumble. Oh, nice job by Jericho. Is he going to... Oh! A little rolling thunder. And he landed it. Oh, he could have gone with a little Boston Crab there. But now he's just rolling the rolling thunders. Feeding it to everybody. 2, 1. Charlie Haas at 26. So Charlie Haas, man, he's getting just a gift here, I would say, when it comes to the positioning of him in this Rumble at 26. Charlie Haas lasted just under 7 minutes in the actual Rumble. And now let's see if Haas can win this thing and totally shock the YouTube world. But he's got to deal with Kane. He's got to deal with the Big Show. And Angle and Jericho and others too. Billy Gunn. So when Billy Gunn came in here, he was injured for a while. So this is like a comeback matchup. And he's in here. I decide to have him with the long hair. I know he had short hair in the 04 Rumble, but this is where he's at his best. With the long hair. I always laugh in wrestling that if you have long hair, your moves seem so much more impactful. And when Edge, I don't know if Edge stopped doing this, but when Edge wrestled when he was younger in the early 2000s, every time he would do a move, he would like headbang when his opponent would hit the canvas. Go and check out an old Edge videos. That every time he would fight, when he would perform a move, he would do like a headbang and then a backflip, a back head thing. Every time his opponent would hit the canvas, or every time he would execute a move. But anyway, we've got John Cena. John Cena ain't rapping. Did you see him at the awards? At the Oscars? Dude, that takes a lot of stones, man. No pun intended. To come out there naked. But that's John Cena for you. Always leaving us on the edge. Here comes Rob Van Dam at 29. And I want to tell you, my WWE 2K23 game, not 24, it's corrupted. The game corrupted, so all my unlockable guys are now locked. Oh, there goes the Big Show. So that Rob Van Dam's not the actual Rob Van Dam in the game. So he's a downloadable guy. But thanks to all you unbelievable artists out there, the Creation Zone is filled with all sorts of guys for you to download. My one suggestion, though, is that if this is going to be an annual game, they should just transport all the created wrestlers from the previous game into the next game. Like, you're really going to make these artists, these talented artists, every year start from scratch to make wrestlers from the past and current wrestlers. I think that's silly. And I think the 2K team needs to think about just porting those wrestlers into the next game. It makes total sense. But anyhow, what do I know? What do I know? Here comes Goldberg at 30. But yeah, 2K24 is such a fun game. Having such a great time. And I hope that in the next one they have an unlimited amount of wrestlers in Rumbles. And again, porting the old creations into the next game. Oh, there goes Kane! Jericho with a shocker. Chris Jericho, Y2J with a shocker. I'll be honest with you, I'm like, this is Kane's Rumble. This is definitely Kane's Rumble. Nobody's going to stop him. But Jericho stops him. And now, the A-Man. The Gut's lucky it survives. That is nuts. But now, look at Haas. Is Haas going to do the unthinkable? I remember in this Rumble, Goldberg got ambushed by Brock Lesnar, young Brock Lesnar. He got F5'd in the middle of the ring. Goldberg then was talking smack as Lesnar was walking back to the curtain. And then Goldberg got eliminated. Which set up for a feud, a nice little feud there between Goldberg and Lesnar. Uh-oh. But now that we're not going to see Lesnar in this one, could Goldberg take it here? Could Goldberg take it? Why didn't they ever do Goldberg versus Stone Cold? You know, when Goldberg came to WWE, that would have been a massive matchup just because Goldberg was kind of like the face of WCW. And Stone Cold was the face of WWE, and they both kind of looked alike, you know, same attire, Goldberg a little bit bigger. Would have been a great matchup. They don't wrestle the same, but, or did they? And I just don't know about it. But anyhow, Did they ever square off? I wonder. But let's get back to the action here. You got young John Cena. 04 John Cena. Going with the elbows. Now going after Billy Gunn. Oh, now he's taking out the legs. And now you got Rob Van Dam. Nice. I love that kick. Rob Van Dam. And Van Dam to the corner he goes. You got to give it up for Charlie Haas. Charlie Haas, who, like I said, was not a real threat in the actual Rumble, lasting under 7 minutes, is now in there. Oh, there goes Goldberg. Shocker City here, and Jericho's done. We are now down to 5. Wow, the key players that you would think would win this thing are now out. But you still got some tremendous superstars remaining that could still obviously pull this one off. A lot of star power still in there. Could Billy Gunn, after being injured, come back and shock the world? Dropping Cena. But Van Dam. Oh, Van Dam seems fresh. Van Dam seems ready. And now he's going after Angle. And Angle looks absolutely spent. It's probably hot in the arena because he is dripping in sweat. He is trying to find a way. Nice job. Digging deep down into the reserve to find a way to counter with that elbow. And now trying to go after Van Dam, but Van Dam's just way too sharp. Here we go. Oh. What a counter by Van Dam. Now Van Dam's going after Haas. But Haas was just in the moment of recovering. And goes with a nice elbow. Oh, nice little suplex there. And now, I don't know. I don't know if John Cena's going to be able to do it. Billy Gunn he's been bathing in baby oil for the last week and a half. He is as slippery can be. And John Cena didn't really put forth a lot of effort into that elimination. And now he's lying on the canvas as these final 4 competitors showcasing their all here. Big slam. And now Van Dam going after Billy Gunn. Oh, what? He threw him from one end of the ring to the other, and Billy Gunn went launching. It kind of reminded me of when Kurt Angle got eliminated. He didn't really sell it properly. He just kind of sprung out of the Big Show's hands and got eliminated. Did not look realistic. You had to go back and watch that. But anyhow, final 4. Is this Charlie Haas's Rumble? Frog Splash. Oh, we missed. Oh, man, that was so cool. No, Cena's done. John Cena's done. Now we're down to Charlie Haas, Rob Van Dam, and Angle. And Van Dam's got to utilize his speed here, his agility. Uh-oh, be careful, brother. Watch out. No! He got set up, and Angle's pulled it off. Kurt Angle's pulled it off. What smarts by Angle? Waiting back, and then pouncing when the opportunity knocks, brother. And Angle has now punched his ticket to our Retro Champions Rumble. Cannot wait. I'm going to start making a list because I don't know. I haven't made a list yet, and I think we are in the double digits. So, unbelievable. But keep it locked here, man. I will give you another episode. We're going to move on to 2005, probably in 3 days or so. All right, guys? It's Ricky J. Love you all. Have a great day. See you later.